everybody, welcome and welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. On today's video, we are going to be talking about being Black in Germany. Let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is apparentleemgmt. On this channel, we talk about self-growth, we talk about inspirational ideas. I do a little bit of vlogging. I'm also pregnant. Look at my face. And I do pregnancy videos on this channel. So if that's something that you like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. If you're not new here, then you already know that I have been living in Germany for just a few months now, and I moved to northeastern Germany, so it's a little bit colder up here. I have a couple of videos on how I like Germany so far, what's been going on and stuff like that. So if you are new here, if you're not a subscriber yet, which you should be, don't forget to look at my other videos. The reason that I'm doing this video is that I have so many people that ask me like, oh my goodness, you moved to Germany, that's such a big jump. I can't believe you moved from Georgia in the United States to Germany. Why'd you do it? How'd you do it? How long are you gonna be over there? What's going on? Okay, so first things first is yes, I did move to Germany a few months ago. Second thing is that we are supposed to be living here for approximately 3 years. That could be a little bit longer depending on how we like it. My husband is in the military, so this just really depends on what the command needs. Maybe he'll be here longer. We don't know. But what we do know is that Germany has its pros and cons just with any other area. If you're looking to move here, I honestly would do your own research. I mean, of course, you can look at these videos like this and try to figure out, okay, what's the pros, what's the cons, but you really don't know until you actually move here. If you're watching this video and you are trying to decide if you do want to move overseas, what country you want to move to, if you want to move to Germany, just try to find all the pros that you can. Just always remember, no place that you move to is going to be perfect. There are always going to be some negatives anywhere that you move. So if it was me and I was you and I was in your position, if you want to move somewhere, just move. You'll figure out the cons and the negatives later. Just go ahead and move. Life is short. Why not experience a new country if you're still in the United States? You have nothing to lose. Okay, so like I said before, is that I live in northeastern Germany. So again, it's a little bit colder up here. I do live in the country. I don't really want to tell you guys what city I live in because it's a very small city. And if I do kind of tell you what city I live in, you're probably going to find me. That's how small it is. People are very nice here. So I visited Germany before, and I visited Ramstein, Germany. If you know, that's probably about 6 to 7 to 8-ish hours away from where I live. So it's pretty far, right? Ramstein is very popular. It is a really nice city. It's a lot of Americans that actually live there too. There's an Air Force base out there, other bases there. So a lot of people, when they hear the word Germany and they're not from here, they automatically know what Ramstein is. They pretty much know where Kaiserslautern is. Pretty much all of those areas, you already know what those are. In my personal experience, here where I live is country. So even in the States, you know, if you live in Kentucky or if you live in a small city in Alabama or something like that, right? Or even Georgia, you already know kind of that Southern hospitality. People are gonna be a little bit nicer. People are gonna smile at you. Like it's just gonna be a totally different experience as if you were to live in a really big city like Miami or New York. But you're just gonna have a different perspective and a different experience if you live in the country and if you don't. So I have actually been looking at a lot of these videos as far as being Black in Germany or my Black experience or being an African American in Germany. And I'm gonna honestly say that my experience was not like theirs. And a lot of it is because where those people are living in Germany, they are living in bigger cities. Like I have not found hardly anyone who actually lives in the same city or even nearby who's made a YouTube video and talks about them being Black in Germany. So my experience is gonna be a little bit different than theirs. I can say that my experience is a little bit more positive than their perspective because again, the people out here are way nicer than, let's just say, Ramstein. Not saying that if you're from Ramstein or the people in Ramstein are mean, because that's not what I'm saying. I honestly don't feel like Germans are mean at all. I feel like in some areas like Ramstein and other bigger cities, they're a little bit more standoffish. So where I live here, people are friendly. If they know that you're American, they try to talk to you, they know English. I know me, with me, carrying this child inside my belly. I actually just visited Nuremberg last weekend, just doing some shopping, doing some different things like that. And there were just so many random women inside the mall. They were German, and I'm pretty sure they didn't know English. I think they tried to talk to me, but girl, I don't know what you're talking about. But every single time I would just go somewhere here, especially since we live in the country, people would just smile at me. They would just look at my stomach, literally look at my stomach and just smile at me, and they just look like they have so much joy to see me that I'm pregnant. So I think that's a really nice gesture. Like again, I said, there are no other YouTube videos where people are talking about their Black experience in Germany and they're actually pregnant. So again, maybe I'm receiving nicer treatment because like I'm pregnant and people like babies and people just like, oh my God, your stomach, you know, trying to touch my stomach. So again, I don't know if that's the case, but it's a possibility. Usually Germans, for the most part, my experience, and even when I visited Germany about 6 to 7 years ago, Germans just mind their own business. They're not really intrusive at all. They just do their own thing. They're not really super talkative depending on where you're at. I mean, depending on whatever social event that you're at, that can also change too, but Germans mind their business. They are literally just in their own zone. You can be walking on the street, like no one's trying to bother you. It's just, they just do them. And I love that for them and me. Next, let's talk about staring. I am pregnant, so I get more stares than usual because not only am I pregnant, I am really big, okay? Like my stomach, it literally looks like I am about to give birth, which I am not until months from now. But I am big, so people just look at me in general and they're just staring at my stomach, and then they stare at me. Like, I get stares in general because not only am I pregnant, you know, I like makeup. I like for my hair to look nice, you know, like I like to look nice. I like to dress up. So if you know, like Germans, they're very casual dressed people, not flashy at all. I can be kind of flashy sometimes. So if my husband and I, if we're going on a date or something, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna wear heels. I'm gonna have a full beast face makeup on, like that's just what it is. The nails gonna be done, the lashes gonna be on, like that's just how I'm feeling. Like I'm trying to bring the ATL to Germany. So I feel like that's another thing. It's like, okay, I'm Black, so they're staring. I'm pregnant, so they're staring. My husband's Black, so they're staring. You know, my husband's fine. So I mean, I could see why y'all want to see him. Like, I know y'all ain't used to them Black men over here. So if y'all was trying to pick out my husband, like, I get it. Like, I'm not even mad. I'm not jealous. Like, I feel you. I get y'all. So like I said, that can be a part of it. You know, like I said, my husband has his haircut. He's clean. He's 6'2.5". Like, I get why the girls staring here. I mean, I'll be staring too, girls. Stare on. I don't get any negative stares like that. So we were at the furniture store a few days ago when we were in Nuremberg, and here you'll notice that furniture stores and stuff like that, they're not really as crowded. And I'm only speaking for where I currently live because like I said before, I live in the country, ain't nothing really going on out here. So yes, 9 times out of 10, you're probably gonna be the only one in the store, or probably like 2 other people. So we were shopping for furniture and there was this family. I think it was like the dad, the mom, maybe it was like a brother and sister or something like that. And they were also in the furniture store with us. So we were sitting down, trying to look at some furniture, trying to order it with the representative that works at the store. And we were just sitting down, and then the family, they walked past us, and it was kind of like a whole stare, even when they were already past us. They literally turned around and was still staring at us. So my husband and I, we just looked at each other like, all right, that's fine. Like, this is the first time they probably saw Black people, so like, that's fine. But it wasn't like a mean stare, like, you here? Really? Like, why you in my country? Please get out. No, it was not a stare like that. So I haven't really got no stares like that. Now, when I did go to Ramstein, it wasn't a lot of super friendly stares like how I get here, but still the staring is not bad. It's not like when you're somewhere in the States and they're racist and it's like one of them stares like, yeah, like you better get up out of here because you Black and we ain't really rocking with you like that. That's not what I've seen. But like I said, you guys, that this is all my own experience. I've watched several other videos about this topic and they have had those kind of stares here. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it ain't. But I have not received that. I am hoping I never receive that, but if I do, I can obviously handle myself. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say on staring. So another thing when it comes to being black in Germany is that you're black in Germany. So what do I mean about that? I mean that 9.9.06222, you about to be the only black person wherever you at. So if you go into a carnival, you're probably the only black person. If you go into a restaurant, you're probably gonna be the only black person. Or if you find somebody else, hey, it may be two of y'all. But I mean, to some people, like to some black people, that really makes them really uncomfortable. I mean, I know even from being in Georgia, it's a ton of black people. So I personally know some black people that don't like that. If there is not at least 20 other black people in whatever event that they go to, they're not pulling up. Me, I don't mind. I love the diversity. I love to meet different people of all shades, of all colors, of all ethnicities. I love that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty much in my element now. And also too, where I lived in Georgia, it was a lot more Caucasian people. It was Mexican people, all kind of people, right? So I'm already used to that. I already went to school, like high school. It was very integrated. A lot of diversity, so I'm used to that. So being here doesn't really make me uncomfortable because my husband and I is usually like the only two black people. We don't mind because like I said, no one bothers us. No one's trying to pick at us. No one's trying to bully us. So it's not a bad thing always to only be the only black person around. Don't forget, that's a disclaimer. In Ramstein, it's a lot more black people because Ramstein, like I said, is a little bit more poppin' and a little bit more city-like, unlike where we live. So just remember, I live in northeastern Germany in the country. It's gonna be a lot less black people where I live than a place like Ramstein. Another thing about being in Germany is the language barrier. So thankfully, there are several military bases out here where we live. So it's really nice because I feel like the Germans know that. So I think that, I don't know if it's a requirement or if it's a standard when it comes to Germans working here as far as restaurants or malls or stores, but I think it's a really good thing because there's always at least one person that knows English or at least knows how to carry a conversation with you. So if you're at Burger King, if you're at McDonald's, if you're at like a mall or something like that and there's a worker around, a lot of them don't know English, and that's okay because honey, I get it. I'm in your country, like I get it. But a lot of them do know English. At least one person knows it. So that's pretty cool. That's something that I definitely like. But that's fine. Like I said, this is not the country of the English. So you're just gonna have to get down how they get down because you in a space. So let's talk about black hair products here. Before I got here, I was just on a lot of Facebook groups and just talking to a lot of different African-American women, and I was just trying to see what's going on. Like, y'all got beauty supply stores, like what's up? Hey, if you're German, let me just go ahead and give you the definition of a beauty supply store. So a beauty supply store to us black people is literally a store. It's usually small. It has a lot of off-brand makeup. It has hair brushes. It has hair bows. It has hair dryers, hair curlers, hair dye, hair shampoo, moisturizer, braids, fake hair, all kind of stuff. That is what we call the beauty supply store, and it's not at all an expensive store. So just to let you know, if you are German, you're like, what is this girl talking about? Like, I barely speak English. I'm on this video and she's talking about beauty supply stores. Girl, that's what it is. So here, there aren't really any beauty supply stores. There is a beauty supply store near the base that we live kind of close to, but honestly, it's so raggedy and so trash, y'all. Like, I tried to find edge control. It was $8.99 and it was from Kansu. Like, stop playing with me. Like, y'all already know they're trying to play with me. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and get my stuff off Amazon, and that's okay. But they do have other stores that are not like beauty supply stores, but they're kind of like upscale Dollar Trees. So Teddy is a store here. It's kind of like an upscale Dollar Tree. You can find anything in there, tools, hair supplies, whatever. They have really nice powder brushes for like $2. You can find bobby pins in there for $1. Listen, that's where it's at. Teddy, Keek, or Kick, I don't know. You already know what it is, K-I-K. That's another store that I'm always at, and they have a lot of different things as far as hair products. So that's also another place. And of course, you really just want to get some black people products for your hair. Just go to the PX. That is basically on the military base. Again, if you don't know what that is a huge store. You can find so many different things in there. Now, they are pretty expensive, so if you need some hair products, go to the other two stores that I mentioned, but they're pretty good. So you guys, that's the end of this video, and this is my own personal experience of being African American / black in Germany, and I have had a great experience. I have not had any negative experiences, so I'm sorry for all the other people who have made this video and that was your experience. I'm sorry, girl. I don't know what you can do. Maybe you can move out here with me. Ain't nothing out here, but at least, you know, you'll be all right. Germany is very, very safe to me. I feel very safe living here. I'm about to have my baby soon. I feel very safe here. I don't feel like I have to look over my shoulder, which I still do because I don't trust none of y'all, but just in case, I still feel safe. But that's it in this video. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. And don't forget to like this video if you really liked it. And I'll talk to you later.